Now, if you've seen my last video, you'll know after 20 years in the game, I'm closing down the Yiannimize wrapping business and I'm packing my bags and seeing what the rest of the world has to offer. Now, I know what you're thinking, why would I leave the UK? The weather's fantastic, the tax rates are incredible, crime is virtually non-existent. So I'm now throwing all this away because I've decided the world is my oyster. I don't even know what an oyster card is. What's this actually used for?
For like the buses and trains.
Anyway, I've got a list of potential countries I want to live in. And as you guys guessed in the comments, I'm starting with Dubai. However, I've got several major problems that I need to address before I make the move outside of the UK. First is safety. I love the UK, I'm born and bred in Wembley, and I've lived in London my whole life. But there was 50,000 more crimes reported in the last year alone, with phone theft going up 33%. Meaning in 2024, there was one phone stolen every 7.5 minutes. Now, as someone that was a victim of a violent burglary, it's a horrible feeling to not feel comfortable in your own city, let alone your own home. And that is not what I want for myself or my family. Now, we've all heard how safe Dubai is based on their zero tolerance on crime. But I wanted to do my own test. So I asked my friend DMO, does he swear by the laws enough that he will leave something expensive on show for over an hour? And the results will shock you.
Yo, so I'm gonna prove to Yanni why we live in Dubai and this is the most safest country in the world. I'm gonna leave my Lamborghini twin turbo Performante, 3,000 horsepower, keys on the steering wheel, as you can see. Keys are here. I'm gonna leave them on the steering wheel. I'm gonna leave my phone in the car and the roof down. Look at the time right now. 2:34. 2:34. 2:34. Just so you know, I'm gonna leave the phone. This phone is definitely gonna overheat. Leaving it here. I'm gonna come back. I got a little appointment, a little massage. No happy endings. You know what I'm saying? And a meeting. And let's see if this car is still here by the time we leave. Stay tuned.
Because Dubai is so strict on crime, what would be considered a petty crime in London would get you a hefty fine or even jail time, maybe 1 to 3 years in Dubai. Now, having traveled to Dubai for the last 15 years, I can't explain what it is like to walk around with little to no fear. There's a certain freedom to be able to drive what you want, wear what you want, eat where you want, without having the fear of looking over your shoulder. For someone to think it's okay to just try and steal or take something that you've worked hard for. And I'll be honest with you, you can't put a price on that safety feeling.
Yo, so it's time to go see if the car's still there. My phone's still there. It is currently 4 minutes past 5 right now. Let's go and see. Live and direct. You know, already I can see my car there, look. Keys are on the steering wheel. Anyone can just, they don't even need to do nothing. Open the door, press start and drive. You know what I'm saying? And even that, they wouldn't get lost because I've left my phone in there, the keys waste. You know what I mean? And as you can see, the time lapse is there as well. We've left the camera off. That's another thing, you come outside and it's just heat. Look, 5 minutes past 5. The car is still there, look. Keys there, phone there. As you know, I'm not bullshitting as well. 6 minutes past 5, no capping. Yan, this is why Dubai is the one. And now, I'm gonna show you exactly, watch this, start. That's all someone needed to do. And then you can go. Habibi, come to Dubai.
So my second problem was residency. Moving to another country is not as simple as packing your bags, catching a flight, and just moving into a home in a new country. There are a number of things that you need to do, from visas, bank accounts, driving license, ID, there's meetings, there's forms that need to be filled out, and the list goes on and on. So I know in certain countries, if you're applying for residency and you get rejected, you can wait up to 6 months before you're allowed to apply again. So I did not want to get this wrong. But a company called Dubai Plug came highly recommended. They told me they could take care of everything on my list with one simple transaction without me needing to raise a finger. So I made a few phone calls, and before I knew it, just checking, are the tickets and everything sorted out now?
Yes, all sorted. I've managed to upgrade your flights to business as well. I have spoken to our concierge team. They've got your flight details and they'll meet you on the other end in Dubai. Also, I'll see you on the other end and we'll go through the rest of your schedule for the week.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. That's a great start, and I'll see you in Dubai.
Perfect. Have a safe flight.
Take care. See you later. Bye-bye. It seemed like a good start. However, I still have a load of boxes to tick and not enough time to do it. Time to go. Car's in. Let's go. This trip to Dubai was going to be very different for me. Normally I go there to relax, catch up with my friends, and to enjoy myself. But this time, I'm preparing myself for meetings, paperwork, and stress. But as I paid for the VIP package, it meant they picked me up from the airport, took me straight to my hotel, had an incredible room, look at this view. And after that, it's down to business. Meeting number one. Today, I'm turning up to Dubai Plug's offices to sort out my UAE residency. I need to get that visa. I need to get my bank sorted out. So I need a business account, I need a personal account. Let's see how easy, how quick they can do it for me, make the process as simple as possible.
We are a one-stop solution for everything like visa setups, business setups, banking. We offer concierge services as well, experiences, you name it, pretty much everything. My job is to get all relevant information from you to find out what your needs are here in Dubai. Once I've got all that information, I'll then send it over to our relevant team for processing.
What are the different types of visas I can get in Dubai?
The main three, I would say, are the employment visa, the business visa, which is a 2-year visa, or the investment visa. You do have to spend over 2 million dirhams to get the investment visa.
Wait, is that like the golden visa?
It's the golden
That's like
visa.
the daddy one, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a 10-year visa as well.
Okay, fine. And as I understand it, the 2-year visa, I've been told that I need to be in the country like every 6 months, so it doesn't expire as such.
Yeah,
and the
that's
10-year
correct.
visa, I can just stay as long as I want.
Yeah, exactly, that's correct.
Okay, brilliant. And the business visa, can it be any business at all?
Yeah, can be any business.
Okay, but the big one is spending 2 million dirhams.
Yeah.
Wow, I might just be an employee, I think, or set up a business. I don't know about the 2 million buying a property at this stage, but the golden visa 10-year does sound really promising. So 2 million dirhams is around £420,000. But before I can even think about spending that sort of money, I need to make sure I'm not wasting it. I started 2025 with the most cars I've ever owned. Slowly but surely, I'm selling them off one by one. So I posted my Range Rover Sport 5 hours ago and deposit has just landed, 15 grand deposit has just landed. I had 2 people, both say they wanted it, and then a third person, and I said to the other guys, I was like, listen, I've got someone that's interested in it, and you know, they think it's that sales tactic. I've got someone else interested when really you don't. Anyway, he sent the money. The other 2 guys have messaged me saying, what do you mean? What do you mean? Sorry. But yeah, 5 hours later, the car is now sold. So that leaves me with my Porsche Targa. Now, after stripping it back to the original color, someone reached out to me and gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. So I still have my Revuelto, my Urus SE, and the dreaded Cybertruck.
I know you've got a lot of cars in the UK. We can bring your car from the UK over to the UAE. We'll also deal with all the logistics for you. And once it's cleared customs, we'll be able to get your car delivered straight to your house. I know you've got a Cybertruck in the UK and you're not allowed to drive it.
Yeah.
In the UAE, you won't have that problem.
Okay, I like that. So that brought me some peace of mind. And at least I know if I want to keep the rest of my fleet, Dubai Plug can arrange to bring them over. But now this brings me to my next problem. What to do with my £3 million house? Now you guys might remember, about 4 years ago, we bought our dream home. We completely gutted it out and started it again with my good friend Daniel. Shout out Asheville. We spared no expense. Swimming pool, cinema room, beautiful kitchen, ensuite, massive driveway, small garage, and that took 1.5 years to complete. So when it comes to properties, I know exactly what I want. So while I was waiting for the paperwork to go through, I asked the guys at Dubai Plug to take me house shopping. They showed me properties at different price points, so I could see the different options that were available to me if I decided to move to Dubai. Some were nice. I don't know anywhere else in the world that goes up that sort of value. Some were disappointing. The house is incredible, but that is such a ugh. And some were way out of my price range. Probably like 100 grand in there, just fish as you do. I don't know if I'd want a house this big. The first property was in Tel Agaf, a decent sized home in an upcoming popular location.
We're looking at about 6 to 6.5 million dirhams, about 3,400 square foot.
Okay, and how many bedrooms is this?
This is a 3-bedroom.
It's a 3-bedroom,
Yeah,
okay.
but can be converted to a bigger layout. It depends what layout that you choose.
To give you context, I would say this property is very much in line with a house in my local area, Barnet, costing around £1.2 million with 1,500 square foot. You get a good sized garden, living, dining and kitchen area, 3 bedrooms and a bathroom, but it's very dated. Granted, you can look in other areas which will differ in style, but this in my eyes would be the equivalent area. Now back to the property in Dubai, priced at 6 to 6.5 million AED. This villa offers an impressive 3,400 square foot of impressive space, which is over double what you would get in the Barnet home. There's 3 spacious bedrooms, each featuring its own ensuite bathrooms and built-in wardrobes. It's up to date, so no need for any crazy renovations. Plus, property values have doubled in just over 2 years, delivering an incredible ROI, return on investment. Plus, the process for renovations, if you wanted to, are quick and efficient. Can take up to 2 to 4 weeks to customize the home exactly how you want. The community you live in will give you free access to gyms, pools, play areas for kids to enjoy, and tennis courts. Oh, and I'll say this for the people in the back, you can't get this weather in the UK. So now the second property.
Welcome to the best villa in Tel Al. This was one of a kind. They were specifically made it for a VIP. It's 6,000 square foot. This is 19 million dirhams, which is about 4.2 million pounds. 5 bedrooms, Italian marble. It's the best of the best.
And to compare it to a similar home in the UK, a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, detached house located in Mill Hill with a price tag of £4 million, this property offers plenty of space. Featuring 5 reception rooms, open plan kitchen and living area, dining space area that leads out to a split level terrace with stunning views. On the lower ground floor, there's a cinema room with a large screen and surround sound, a gym and family room, perfect for both relaxation and entertainment. This home comes with a luxury jacuzzi and steam room, adding to its high-end feel. Underfloor heating runs throughout the property and outside a beautiful landscape garden. But back to the house in Dubai. This is a 6,000 square foot luxury villa in Tel Al Gaf, priced at around 19 million AED, which is around £4 million. It has 5 large bedrooms with high-end finishes, including Italian marble throughout. The home features high ceilings, big windows, and open plan living spaces filled with natural light. There's a stylish main kitchen, as well as a separate messy kitchen for the maid. The outdoor space is a blank slate that I'm sort of on the fence about, but it does allow you to design your own garden. When you live in an area like this, you get access to the pools, the gyms, and all the amenities. This villa is vacant and ready to move in, with the option to buy it furnished or unfurnished. But something about the unfinished garden just doesn't sit right with me.
So the garden's not landscaped. There's a good reason why. A lot of these buyers in Dubai, when they see a pool that's already done or a garden area, some people don't like the style. What this seller's done is left it as it is, and given the option to do what you want, kind of thing.
If it's part of the price and they're going to do it, I would say fair enough. But if it's not, it's like we've just saved a quick 100 grand.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. The house is incredible, but that is such a Last but not least, a luxury home in the Palm Jumeirah, Dubai's ultimate playground for the ultra wealthy. And at the heart of it lies Billionaires Row. Yes, billionaires. A stretch of mind-blowing mansions owned by royalty, business tycoons, and global celebrities. These are not just homes. They are architectural masterpieces with private beaches, infinity pools, underground garages, and even custom-built yacht docks. Prices start from a mere £15 million, but can soar well over 100 million, making them some of the most exclusive properties on the planet. This isn't just luxury, it's a different world.
So we're at the Palm. This front is called a Billionaires front.
It looks incredible.
Yeah.
And it looks like it backs on as well.
Fully custom made. This is something special.
Wow, the size of the door. Before we go into this home, let me show you what an equivalent home would look like in the UK. This Grade 1 Georgian listed terraced home is located in London, NW1 postcode. It has a guide price of just under £20 million. This property spans 7,700 square foot and includes 7 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, meticulously refurbished. It features a southwest facing garden and offers views over Regent's Park. But let's go back to the house in Dubai, in a prime location on the Palm, priced at 85 million AED. This luxurious property offers a whopping 10,000 square foot of living space, making it one of the finest homes in Dubai. This villa features 7 spacious bedrooms, each with its own ensuite, ensuring ultimate comfort for family and guests. The interior has high-end finishes, including Italian marble, and an expensive living area flooded with natural light. What truly sets this villa apart is the exclusive lifestyle that this offers. Enjoy breathtaking views of the Arabian Gulf, a private beach with resort-style living to access to a Laguna-style pool. The location on Palm Jumeirah provides a unique blend of privacy and proximity to high-end dining and entertainment options. This villa is the pinnacle of luxury living in Dubai. So we've got plenty of koi.
Got the koi carp, yeah.
They're about 2, 3, 4, 5 grand each.
Yeah.
So it's probably like 100 grand in there. Just fish as you do. The view behind instantly blows your mind. I think that is what you're paying the money for. What a view. They say about man-made things and people knock it all the time. Yeah. And yes, this is a man-made island, but guys, if you were here now and experience what I'm experiencing right now, it's mind-blowing. And I don't know if we'll ever get to a stage to ever be able to afford a property of this value, but to just experience it, be in it and see it, it's incredible. My mind is fully blown. Oh, we've got a lift.
So we might as well take
the lift.
Yeah, let's take the lift.
It'd be rude not to take the lift, wouldn't it?
Might as well take the lift.
So we have, what do we have, a gym here?
So we've got a gym here.
So, oh, we have a cinema room.
Yeah.
Ah, quite cosy, small, but it's nice.
This is like a whole suite, right? So you've got your walkway, all wardrobe space.
I don't know if I'd want a house this big. But what's deceiving is it's big, but it's not big.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean, there's a lot of empty space
There's a lot
here.
of empty space, yeah.
So just on the balcony of this 19 million villa house, I don't know what to call it. It finishes down there, and there's just levels to this, isn't there? There's absolute levels to this. Inspired, just mindset, beautiful weather, beautiful place. Need to work harder. So that's the houses ticked off the list. With all the choices and great business opportunities, the property market seems to be a good investment, whether I choose to live here or just invest. But before I knew it, it was time to run the last few tasks before I was a fully fledged Emirati.
I need to go and get my biometrics done, which means they take fingerprints, handprint, everything to do with both your hands. And then once you've done that, you get the stamp and you wait. A few days later, I should have my official Emirates ID.
Congratulations, now an Emirati citizen.
Come on! So now that I've got my Emirates ID, I need to do a few other things, because once you get the Emirates ID, you can get stuff. So I'm gonna go get a SIM card. I'm gonna go get a bank account now. I'm gonna go get my Dubai driving license, come on, and my UAE card, which is like a 2-factor verification that you need to have out here. So today is driving around getting it all, because I've now got my Emirates ID. Every process in Dubai is real quick. I got to the bank and that was it. I was in the bank 15 minutes. Filled out some forms and now I have a driving license. And with the driving license sorted, it means I can now get a car. So I hit up my boy Ahmed, who owns luxury supercar rentals, to see what he had to offer. Before I decided to make a big purchase, I wanted to drive a few cars. And let's just say, I was sport for choice. So I've got a yellow Mansour Urus here. The SVJ is there. The Brabus and Marquis there. There's a nice G-Wagon here that I think I'm gonna take. SF90, you know when you just come somewhere, you're like a child, it's just what to take. You know when you got rich friends that own great businesses and they're just like, take what you want, Jan. Take a little old school car, little classic. Where is the G? G's there. That's what I want to take. G Brabus. Take this bad boy. Check the interior out. You ready for the interior? Bow! Yes! Cheers, Ahmed. I appreciate you, bro. And straight away, I got down to business. Shooting content with friends, and it's a bonus that I'm already well connected here in Dubai. It's a taste of the scenery and the collaborations that could happen.
So we're in the desert, and it's actually insane to think this is what Dubai used to look like all those years ago. How can they build such an infrastructure, a world on this? Shout out. Some behind the scenes stuff right here.
The last factor that I need to address is the tax. So I spoke to an expert in the field to learn more about it. Thank you for seeing me today, I really appreciate it. A common misconception is that all tax in Dubai is 0%. However, that is not the case.
Here in the UAE, there are two types of taxes applicable. One is the value added tax, which is end user tax in the short form. And the another one is the corporate tax. And the good thing is there is no income tax on any individual's income.
The value added tax in the UK is called VAT, and in the UK it's 20%.
Yes.
In Dubai it's
only 5%.
And you said, what was the other tax?
The corporate tax.
Okay.
The rate of corporate tax is 9%.
9%.
And this is only for the companies which may generate more than $100,000 in one financial year.
So if I came here and I worked for myself and I paid myself, there's no tax.
There are certain benchmarks. For example, if you buy a property and after you buy, you are giving it for a rent. This rental income is more than 1 million dirhams in a financial year. You don't pay any taxes. If you're working for a company and you're withdrawing salary and there is no tax you have to pay.
I then asked, what would a regular person do who wants to go to Dubai and just work?
So they can join any company. So depending on the company, whichever they want to join and which jurisdiction it belongs to. All types of companies which are working, who are allowed to hire an employee to work, they are divided in two jurisdictions. One is the free zone jurisdiction and one is the mainland free jurisdiction.
Okay.
So as a free zone entity, they have their own employment rules and regulations. Which is different from the mainland entity employment rules and regulations. There is a labor law which is involved when you are a part of an employee of the local mainland company. As an employee, your rights are protected.
On the mainland?
In the mainland.
Okay.
And it is governed by the local labor law.
Okay, so usually the people that are working in property, construction, people that work on site, they're usually mainland and they're working for what's the big one? Like Soba, EMA, things like that, So, MR, whatever. Okay. So either way, it doesn't matter, but
it doesn't matter.
You have rules and regulations here and rules and regulations here, depending on what suits you and the business that you're in or the job you want to work in. So if I said to you, where would you recommend me to set my business up? But let's say the business I had here, I just want to deal with my customers, so it's B2C. I just want to do modification, as an example. So we're wrapping. I know the vinyl will have to come in and maybe body kits will have to come in, but I just want to do it to the vehicles that are in UAE.
I would recommend to register a company in a mainland area because you will be requiring a place to work. A bigger place and convenient place to work, and you will be requiring certain X number of employees to work for you. So depending on how you are looking towards your business, what is your vision for like 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years? We will evaluate what is good for you. Then you need to decide either the mainland area is good for you or the free zone area is good. There are many other parameters.
Well, I can choose.
You can choose.
But there's people like yourself that would advise me.
We will advise you.
With all that knowledge learnt and everything ticked off that list, I had my final sit down with Sophie. I've been told everything is now finally done.
All of your documents.
With my checklist ticked off, I can now say I'm a fully fledged Emirati. And no, this doesn't mean I'm moving here just yet. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Massive, massive thank you to Dubai Plug. If you want to go to Dubai and you want a driving license, you need to get your Emirates ID, you need a bank account, you need a hotel, you need a property, you need a car. They are the people to hit up. They made my life so easy, and they can definitely make your life easy as well. If you're heading to Dubai or you want to find out more, all their details in the description below. Next stop for me, I'm going to Cyprus.